Should we get started? I think we should. At last. Hello, folks. Hello. You ever just go to stream and then your entire Christmas food order for the entire house shows up 10 minutes before, and then you have to reset your router, and then you go to start and the connection's shit, so you go to touch your... Don't go to demo, I'm moaning. And then you go to just slightly move your internet, the router dongle thingy, internet receiver thing, and moving it even a slight femtomillimeter to the side. That is a measurement of measurements now. Just moving that ever so slightly, just looking at it causes it to automatically disconnect from your computer, so the stream crashes. And now the radio arm thing is broken, so it's just flopped down like that, and for some reason it's getting a better signal. So you know what? I'm just going to leave it there. Just going to sit over there and think about what it's doing with its life, and hopefully we're good. What it does mean is I do have beverages. Well, this is just Fanta Zero for the moment, but I do have some cider in the fridge that I will hopefully deploy later in the evening. What I also have is a Miko. Yes, we have Miko. They're here. We also have water for hydration. Miko's... Do you want to... There we go. Yeah. And Jason can hear, so he has the ability to hear. So everyone's just now saying in chat what they have. I have Fanta Zero. British Poker 127 has some gin. Nick has fake Instagram accounts. I don't think you can drink those. And Jason has the ability to hear. Again, not sure you can drink that, but I'll drink to that. Hooty-gurty. Nick has Pepsi, Monster, and or Relentless. I don't know if that's all at the same time, or, you know, just one after the other, just sort of shotting it. Take a shot of all three for every license test I miss out on gold by 0.002 of a second. Sorry, because as I explained earlier, I was sort of rushing around a bit just before I got on the stream. Then, you know, let me just, there we go. There we go. Right. Should we get going? About half an hour after I said I would, but never mind. Sometimes good things come to those who wait. And hopefully that'll be the story of tonight, because if you weren't here yesterday, we kicked off a brand new Let's Play series of Gran Turismo 2, the 20th anniversary play series. I did one of these last year for Armbar Arcade, but I mean, it kind of faded after a little while. This one we're going to try and see through. It's going to be our Christmas completes, and it's one of my favourite games of all time. This is one of the most important video games of all time for me. So, revisiting it again for the 20th anniversary, I'm going to be fine with that. That's okay. Yesterday, kind of TLDR on what we did yesterday. We got a couple of licenses, and we got a couple of cars. Now, the rules for this play series is that I can only ever buy or use used cars, which is a few Japanese cars then, or prize cars for each of the events, unless there's literally no other option. So, you know, literally we are trying to keep the sort of expenditure low. This is very much a budget operation we're running here. So our starter car for 4,600 odd credits, wasn't it? Is this, or was this, which is called Tony. This is Tony the cereal box. Because look at it. It is the blandest thing any car designer has ever drawn on a piece of paper and gone, yep, you know what? I am happy with that. Actually, no, I'm not, but I hate my job and I want to die. I'm just going to go to lunch now. And that's that. The regular Mazda 323, called the Interplay, is just the most boring, tedious thing ever. But this, because it's come with a little turbocharged engine and four-wheel drive, was a right little rocket ship right out the gates. And especially now, we've bolted on a Stage 2 turbo kit and intercooler, and a new ECU, and some sports tyres. This thing has been dominating every single... I think it had a record of like 11-1 in all the races it entered. That's another rule, by the way. We can only upgrade the car we are using when it loses a race. It doesn't win. So then we can upgrade it, which is why the other car that we have bought in the series, it was another used car, this beautiful Datsun 240Z, an original Z car, which we have cunningly named after two wrestling and Red-related references. After the wrestler Amazing Red and the wrestler Eva Marie, Amazing Eva. Because, you know, red. It's all red. Red everything. I probably should just get some red wheels for it. But it's a regular old Datsun 240Z. Bought used off the Nissan car lot. And 152 horsepower, 1,010 kilos, 1971. And if I show you, not that one, that's the history lesson tab. If I show you this, be able to demonstrate 0 parts put on it. Nick, can you just leave? And Eva Marie was pretty bad, but yes, that's part of the joke. So we also have some prize cars, which we won from going in a compact car cup, I think. So we won that, which is Nay's car. It's resprayed red, you know, apparently. And we also won this. Yeah, true kind of icons of performance both there. So we're basically using these two cars, and we also did some bits over in the license test. Now, for as long as I've played this game, so going all the way back to 2000, I have never got all golds in any of the licenses in my life. That started to change last night. We got up to 5 golds, but I got those after I finished the stream, because the final hour or so was me trying to get a gold on this one challenge involving just driving in a straight line and then stopping at a certain point. Jesus Christ. Let me just break down for you how amazingly frustrating this was. So here's the leaderboard. Finally, there was my goal time, 26.7. You need to get a 26.800. Look at entries 2 through 5. All of them are 26.802. So 4 times I got the same time, which was 0.02 of a second off of gold. Yeah, I don't know how this controller survived, because my sanity didn't. And then, amazingly, I got golds in the next 2. So, do we just keep going where we left off? Or, I tell you what, though, what might be useful, there was me looking up, like, FAQs on YouTube and stuff. And then, I just looked here. I thought I already did that one. Oh, maybe I forgot to save. Oh, no. Right. I forgot that this game has demos in the game. So here we go. This isn't the one I meant to demo. I know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Right. So, usefully, the game itself comes with little walkthrough replays to show you how to do each test. And I believe each test that the demonstration run is based on, they are gold medal times. Yes, so this one's a 24.5, and the gold medal time is a 24.65. So, this is the way to do it, apparently. And it's not even brake. I think maybe that was my issue. Every time I've done this test, I've been like, well, you're probably going to have to brake for the corner. No, you don't. So, let's continue our quest. To start off tonight, we're going to continue our quest for all golds in B license. In our Mazda Demio. This true sort of icon of performance. You know, in this whole sort of bingo hall Grand Prix genre. That's some understeer. That's some understeer. Some understeer has happened there. Glod boys. 23, 24, 24.9 to start. So that's a silver right off the bat. I never want to see the word silver prize ever again. I don't even know what Nick's on about at this point. Yeah, I've also keep remembering that I'm doing the license test in automatic, so. Oh, God. More understeer. This is also a nice way just to get my eye back in, I guess. 23, 24. That was worse. That was worse than the Mazda Demio is a bag of shit. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. There have certainly been better cars produced in the history of the world than the Mazda Demio. It's not so much a drifty boy, Kelly, it's just sort of understeer. Understeer. Oh my god, that's even more understeer. Oh, I'm actually getting worse. Fuck off. We got into this yesterday. How I'm like, it keeps going like, new record, new record. It's like, no, I don't care. Has it actually got me the gold medal? No, it hasn't, so shut up. Okay. Oh, a little bit drifty. Wheels on the curb on the inside. That is Tesla levels of understeer. Nah, it was another 24.9. Do you know what? I think before we get into this again, shut up. Before we get into this tedium again, let's not put ourselves through this again. This is supposed to be Christmas, the season of goodwill and cheer and actually having fun with video games. Hey, Super Mike is here. He hath arrived. So we got him to A license. And then in International C, we've got some more stuff. But let's do some racing, shall we? Because fucking hell, we spent enough time trying to get gold medals in the license test yesterday. Like, the rest of our lives we spent in there. How much stuff can we get with just... Can apparently do the lightweight K Cup with just the licenses we already have. Intriguing. Is there a horsepower limit to them? But then... 147 horsepower, 98 horsepower, 98 horsepower. Right. Power output of the car kind of exceeds the... Yeah. So, I love the fact that Rome Short Course has the higher horsepower limit, and then Seattle Short and Tahiti Road actually have smaller. So, what we're going to do here, following the rules of this place, is we're going to nip over to Japan and buy a used K car. I think I've got one in mind, actually. We haven't bought a Toyota yet in this series. Right, there's a Starlet Glanza V. That's not the Starlet I was thinking of. Yeah, 133 horsepower. A little bit too much power. That's the first time anyone has ever described 133 horsepower as a bit too much horsepower. Literally no one has ever said that before. Like, ever. If I remember rightly. Okay, let's... If we're talking K cars, we have to look at the kings of K cars, which are... You kind of mighty beasts like... Oh my god, that's giving me hiccups. Like your Daihatsus and your Suzukis. Opti Club Sport 4-wheel drive. What is that? It just looks so sad. Oh, it just looks so sad. It's like, I'm sorry. I think I've said the wrong thing. Oops. It's just so, it's just so sad. Look at it there. It's the sad boy. Real sad boy hours. Oh, smash that motherfucking dislike button. Oh, man. Right, what about the move? Is that a bit happier? It's a little bit happier. It's a tiny bit happier. It is it's a cube. That is a literal cube on wheels, though. I will say that. We've had the cereal box already. Tony the cereal box. We now could have the cube. So we've got a couple of contenders from Daihatsu. What about over at Suzuki? They have a used car lot. There's the Servo Mode SR-4, which is It's kind of a little like four-wheel drive, like an off-road K thing. It's kind of cutesy. I don't mind that. We've also got plenty of Alto Works. And of course, Nick's pitching Hondas in the same way that sun rises after night and night follows day. We've got a Suzuki Wagon R, which is that, yep. So we've got some Suzukis. We've got the, whatever that first Suzuki was. That's quite nice. And, because Nick, we're going to have a look for the small Mitsubishi Jeep thing. Okay, if we can find one of those. Right, Honda Beat. Does that count as a K car? It's dinky. It's got a tiny engine. Mom's personal car. I remember. Oh, the Honda Life. That was a K car, wasn't it? That's a K car. That does not give me life. That does not give me life at all. 47 horsepower. Oh, no. No. So we got the Honda Life. Like I said, it doesn't... Life F1... Oh, no. Right, Subaru, I think. Did they not have the 360? Oh, there's not one in the used car lot at the moment. That's a shame. There was one when we first started the game. But that's basically Japan's version of the Fiat 500. The Honda Wonderful Open-Hearted Wagon. Or what was my favourite from that whole Top Gear Japanese name skit was the Vanus Hobio Travel Dog. I've always wanted to make like a sort of post-punk band named that. Or some sort of noise rock, sort of punk, almost like an Idols type band, just called that. There's another Datsun. Meanwhile, I've been distracted in the Nissan. I've been distracted over in the Nissan used car lot. Again. Alright, we already have a Datsun. I'm also keeping out for an eye, by the way, for our old favourite Grandpazilla, which is the original KPGC 10 Skyline. Right, so we've got a Mini Cadangan. Oh, look at that little thing. Oh, look at that. Look at it. It's a little bit... It's that's the complete opposite of that depressed Daihatsu, whatever it was. Look at that little thing. He's here. He's here to do his job. He's here to be a plucky little sort of quasi-off-road box. He's here to be a little cube. I'm making him sound like a SoundCloud rapper now. Little cube. We've got a Mirage Cyborg. It's more like a sort of fully fledged hot hatch. FTO Mirage Asti RX. Which is also not a K car. I think Super Mike mentioned the Pajero. Look at that! That's a proper little like off-road K box. It's a K cube. So there's that. We've got a few decent contenders here. I mean, decent in kind of sarcastic air quotes. So, right. What do we have over in Toyota? Was there anything in Toyota? No, there wasn't. There was only the Starlet, wasn't there? Which is just not really cutting it. It was a bit too big, if anything. Again, the first time anyone has ever described a Toyota Starlet as too big. So, we'll pick one contender from each class and then use random number generators to decide. So, what was the sad boy? It was the Opti Club Sport. The QR is the cheapest K car. Worth noting from Jason. It's very cheap, actually. 3,300 credits. But from the Daihatsu lineup, for the memes, we're going to pick the Opti Club Sport, for it is a sad boy. So, option 1 is the Daihatsu Sad Boy. Then option 2 will be... I don't think Mazda do any K cars, do they? I don't think so. 323... No, they just do cereal boxes. The Sad Boy. The real Sad Boy hours over here. So, option 2 will be something from Suzuki. What was the servo mode? The servo mode SR4, which is very cheap. And so the servo mode is our option 2 from Suzuki. Option 3 is, Jason, I'm still not picking the actual best choices here. I'm going for the meme choices. Right. Option 3 is Nick's choice, the Honda Life... that definitely isn't giving me any sort of life whatsoever. Please don't let the number generator throw up 3. 4 is... No, there wasn't anything at Subaru, was there? 4. 4? Yes. 4 will be the... That's a Mirage Asti RX. Was that the Happy Boy? No, this definitely wasn't it. The Mini Cadangan, maybe? Yeah, the Mini Cadangan. I like that little thing. Okay, so there's our 4 choices. We're going to do random number generator. Real kind of RNG hours in here. Alright, RNG. Min 1, max 4. So, option 1 was the Daihatsu Sad Boy. Option 2 was the Suzuki Thing. Option 3 was the Honda Life. And option 4 was the Mitsubishi Mini Cadangan Happy Boy. I'm only picking 1 car from each manufacturer, Super Mike, for the interest of this. So, random number generator time. Here we go. And it's 4. We've got the Mitsubishi Mini Cadangan Happy Boy. We've got the Happy Boy. Look at it there. He's here. He's here to be a cube. He's here to be a good little cube. That's not a bad pick either. So we've got 63 horsepower, which is kind of the standard for K cars. 720 kilograms. So it's basically 720p HD. And 4-wheel drive. So there we go. And it's in a nice colour as well. Got some nice decals. I am almost tempted to go back and buy the Suzuki. Yes, also sticking to our budget plot, our budget philosophy here. Only 3,500 credits. Our cheapest car in our garage so far is the Nissan PE-1 in this game. I'm not sure, actually. Might have to ask Jason for that. That explains a lot. Super Mike saying 63 was the legal horsepower limit for a K car. No, that wasn't it, was it? Right. I think I'm going to have to go back at some point and get the Opti Club Sport. Because look at it. It's just such a sad boy. Look at this little thing. Aww. It's like a puppy that's been told to go sit in the corner because it just shat on the carpet. Look at it there. I just want to go over and pet it. Right. Okie doke. So, we've got our Mini Cadangan. And we can't tune it because we're in the wrong place. The Daihatsu guys were just like, sir, this is a Daihatsu dealer. And I'm also like, oh yeah, wait a minute, I'm not even allowed to tune it. Who said you can't tune it? Me. I make the rules around here. So, here we go. It is time for the, what is it? The lightweight meme cup. I mean, the lightweight K cup. And we're going to start in Rome Short Course, which has the highest horsepower limit. Okay, let's just roll with it. Okie doke. Ready for the first race of the night? Oh, wow. Japan has a law you must have a parking space for a car you own. Having seen the amount of petty disputes that are started over here in the UK over parking spaces, I can kind of buy into that. Okay, here we go. And here we go. Feel the power. Go on, little cube. Go on the cube. Activate the cube. We're going to out-drag someone off the line. Is that a Daihatsu Q-Or? I think it might be. The Q-Or for all our ills. No, oh no, he's slipstreaming. The one good thing about K-Cars is that the tandem drafting should be interesting. Though I've also just noticed we're barely even at like 60 miles. It sounds like a microwave. It looks like a microwave. It sounds like a car from the Getaway. Oh no. Yeah, this is probably also helping the old... Why am I braking for it? Ow, I've been sent by Daihatsu. Words I never wanted to say in my life. Oh, look at the tandem drafting though. Look at this. This is pack racing. You know what? If NASCAR really wanted to solve their aero issues and wanted to create pack racing, this is what they need. The NASCAR K-Car Cup. The K-Car Cup. This is the one. Okay, here we go. Right, time for the ultimate send of doom. Send! Oh, oops. Oh, nice. Yes. 5 cars in one corner. Or, no, 4. And then the 5th and final one up the inside. I've got no torque and I'm being merged into. But yes, as I was saying, tradition, obviously. Think of names for our car as it's currently being out-dragged down the front straight by a fridge. This is literally the tumble dryer cup. This is basically the IKEA cup. No, being sent up the inside by some... Is that... He's in the same car as me. In a sort of toothpaste blue over here. So he's from the bathroom range. He's obviously from the IKEA bathroom range. I'm not calling it a Mini. Marcus? Okay, that's an interesting choice. Why would you go for that? Oops. Why are we going for that? Also, this doesn't look like it's going to be the best of starts for whatever this car's called's career. Oh, Mimi. Okay. Why Mimi? Well, meanwhile, yeet everyone! Death! Oh, nice. Oh, go on. Nice to be able to pick up a win in our debut with the Minika Dangan. No. Yes. 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 Go on. Hamilton, the brand name for my microwave. Go on. Go on, the Cube. Yes. The Cube wins on debut. The Cube have taken a win on debut. And Miko can't take it. They've just fainted. So he defeated a Daihatsu Tool, another Minika Dangan, a Mazda Speed AZ-1, a Subaru Vivio, and a Suzuki Cappuccino. A Capsino. Hornswoggle. Oh god, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's going to be called Hornswoggle, isn't it? Oh no. Hornswoggle the Cube. It's Hornswoggle the Cube. There it is. Oh man. Okay. Right. Fair enough. And we got a prize car. I believe Jason said it's a Mugen Beat. Right, okay. So somehow I ended up naming this thing Hornswoggle the Cube. Stream's got off to a great start. Right, we want a Mugen Beat, which sounds like some sort of sample pack for, you know, Cubase. Dangan the Man. Dangan the Man. That's not a bad shout. If I hadn't already settled on Hornswoggle, because I hate myself. Alright, so decent start. And now we head over to Seattle Short Course for the second race for Hornswoggle the Cube. The stream has gone full German. How? Prize car Mazda Demio A-Spec. Oh, you mean an actually semi-exciting Mazda Demio? Well, good luck with that. You'll see the Mugen Beat in a bit, Nick. Meanwhile, it genuinely... Oh, my God. It genuinely sounds like your neighbour's Rover 75. And they've forgotten that they've actually just rested their foot full flat on the accelerator while it's still in neutral. So it's just... Prize car is the one with the silly engine noise. Okay. Meantime, it's turn one. Oops. Boing. Some serious pinball going on here. Sounds like a dying dog. Do you know what they sound like, Nick? Meanwhile, oh no. There might be some slight issues with torque going up the hill. Just a few. Just a few issues. Are we actually still accelerating? We are... Sort of. We've just been passed by a slightly big... We've literally just been passed by a shed. Oh my god, we're being... What's going on? This is literally now car pinball. I feel like all we need to make this just the most ridiculous race yet is to have like a massive football. Just turn this full on into Top Gear car football. It's what we need right now. It's not what we deserve. Well, it is... No, it's not what we need. Oh, it's a Daihatsu Terios. That's the one. Well, that's the thing that Clarkson once did that challenge. He basically became car... He did car fox hunting. Right, so we've ended the first lap in fourth because everyone's just a tiny bit faster in a straight line. We've just been passed by a Suzuki Cappuccino, and that is a misspelling. Yes. Oh, go on. Send up the inside of the whole field. Oh my god, I nearly sent the entire field in 2 turns. Still up to second, behind the Terios. It's not bad from Hornswoggle the Cube. I'm also looking forward to the moment where, inevitably, we end up... Go away. We don't want coffee right now. Especially don't want hot coffee. Woo! That was a nice send on the Terios, but we have been counter-sent. Tell you what, the racing's a lot of fun. But it's just happening in slow motion. With cars that literally sound like broken CD drives on your computer. Like, these are basically floppy disk drives made real. Right, up the inside for second. No. Oh my god, Rick. Right, we're going to tune this thing. If only there wasn't horsepower limits in this, I'd just end up going full petty like I did in Gran Turismo 3. Just be showing up again with a car with like 300 horsepower. We still got third place, that's not bad. It's okay, we've got a podium. Yes, I know the horsepower limit's 98 horsepower for this race. Okay, so we've got a decent amount of money for mods, actually, because we've been... This is only our second loss in career mode. Hang on, I kept the record in the little memo thing. So, hang on, we advanced to 16. So we're now at 16 and 2 for the career mode. But I don't have 98 horsepower yet. No, I don't. Please tell me this thing can be turbocharged. I don't want to sell prize cars if I don't have to. That's if things become desperate. I'll have to ask Chat's permission for it. Yes, your boys do play the Hawks. For Nick has recently adopted the Cavs. And fair play for adopting them now, of all times. At least people can't accuse you of being a glory hunter. Oh, by the way, Nick, you wanted to see the Mugen beat? There it is. That's actually quite nice. That's not bad. It's kind of a little like... It's like a sort of... MRT, like a nice sort of slick 80s sports car. But someone's smashed it into a wall and then reversed it into another wall. I could use the beat in this race. Monica can be turbocharged. That's all I needed to know. I'm not going to be too upset if you sell it either. Now, let's stick to the rules for now. We have 35 grand to tune it. So, first thing I like to do, because of course we're down on power, is buy tyres. Honestly, tyres help everything in this game. So, tyres, that's one thing. Oh my god, does this thing have a race mod? Oh my god, does this thing have a race mod? Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. I was hoping to have like a little baby like Mitsubishi Rally Art, like baby like Tommy Mackinnon livery. Right, let's go to the turbos. What have we got here? We could put it up to 142 horsepower. Unfortunately, the horsepower limit is 98 for these races, so... Oh no. We could give it the blessed horsepower level. I think we're going to need a little bit more than that if we're to be competitive. Fuck it. Alright, race exhaust. It's now got a nice amount of horsepower. Can we get nices in chat? Oh dear. Right, okay. We're probably going to need a bit more than that, though. 1 horsepower. Muff. Oh dear. Okay. We just need more... Wow. It doesn't give any power. It gives nothing. Oh, man. Right, okay. We just got to kind of work with what we've got here. Okay. So... I really don't think this is good value for money, lads. I just don't. So, we've done that at least. We've still got a decent amount of money left over for parts. So, let's bolt gearbox on it. 5 grand for 0 power, yeah. I could have coughed at it and given it some more horsepower. Right. It is also 4-wheel drive. Rally Art, what are you playing at, fam? Right, 6k left. We should be able to get a flying wheel and a prop shaft. They're pretty decent little mods to put on, and they're quite cheap as well. Very cheap, actually. Cheapest mods in the game, I think. We've got money left over. We may as well put a weight reduction thing on as well. This thing is starting its process towards, you know, leveling up. Set gearbox to 6. Boy, is that the maximum we can go? 1 grand. There we go. Weight reduction stage 1. And what we're also going to do is go over to the old... Not here. Go over to the... What's it called? The car... Wait a minute. Oil changes weren't a thing in this game, were they? No, they weren't. Okay, I've got that wrong. I was used to the Gran Turismo 3 and 4 logic where you had oil changes. So if you bought a used car, the oil was just basically a load of like turnips and mud. So changing that would give you like an instant 10 horsepower boost. Fortunately, we kind of don't have that. But we can go to the wheel shop. Can we afford any wheels? I don't think we can, actually. Yokohama. Yeah, we can't afford wheels. Right, we need... Hornswoggle needs to get some more wins before they can afford some wheels. So let's go do that. So, we've spent the best part of 30,000 credits on about 10 more horsepower. Okay. This is really going to be interesting. Oh. Here we go. Right. Here we go. Miko's either fainting with how amazing this action is, or or maybe falling asleep. Is also possible. Ooh, it's got more of a bark to it now, though. The broken. Ooh, the broken floppy disk drive now sounds more like a. I don't know, like a sort of hedge trimmer. Hornswoggle is sounding a bit better. Now, unfortunately, you can't respray cars in this game. I believe you could from 5 onwards, I want to say. I think in 5 they introduced a paint booth. So we're up to 2nd in the first few corners. It does sound like a little sport bike, like a little dirt bike. A leaf blower. It has now evolved from a broken floppy disk drive to a leaf blower. But it is still, underneath it all, Hornswoggle the Cube. But the Cube is currently putting some pressure on this little Mazda Autozam. Which is a cool little name, actually. Autozam. Kind of sounds like a sort of kids' TV show from Japan. It is the adventures of Autozam. The sort of robot car thing. Like a sort of Transformers spin-off. Autozam. Autozam. Oops. Or some sort of American car polish company. Do you need to shine up your Buick? Try out new Autozam. Paint remover, no, not paint remover, bird poo remover, immediately. And get this free valet luxury car cloth kit absolutely free. Autozam. Wow. Wow, we're still getting pooed on in a straight line. Oh, we didn't, in fairness, we didn't change the gear ratio, so Jason's probably facepalming. Is that the Autozam? The Autozam's hiding behind us. Still, oh my god. We've been, oops. Oh, we've been yeeted. I did love the fact the Autozam was cunningly hiding behind us. Just hiding right in our blind spot to slipstream up the front straight. Didn't work, but fair play. You got to give it to him. Whee! Speaking of giving it to him, you know we're going to have to do it to him. Oh no! Oh, you actually have to brake for that corner. Whoa! Hello. Oh no! 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 That's not a good thing. Why are we shouting each other's names in caps lock? Cool points. No, it's cool points with it's cool points spelt correctly. We're fine. We're good. Anyway, meanwhile, Hornswoggle could be on his way to back-to-back losses here. It is going to be on its way to back-to-back losses. How have we spent 30k on its car and it's barely any better than stock? Well, this is going well. We nearly finished 3rd again. So, well, now we've got a little bit more money. Because fuck this game, that's why. Right, okay. I think we're going to give Hornswoggle one more try at this race with some more edits and stuff. I could have bought a whole new car. Or we could just try the beat. We could do that. But we're going to give it a chance to one more try. We've got a little bit more money now. I don't even think we can buy anything with it. What's annoying is that we could have bought the turbo, but it puts us 2 horsepower over the limit. And set the gearbox. Yeah, Jason with the important point there. That I did forget to do, in fairness. So, no, we don't need that. We bought one of those already. We don't need another one. Boob. Right. I mean, I don't know what else we can really do to the car. Those things literally do nothing. 5 grand for no benefit. Nope, we can't do that. I don't know. Maybe, can we afford some suspension? We can afford some suspension. Okay, wax some suspension on. Oh my god, is Jason looking for a setup for this car? Wouldn't surprise me. Who would have thought that of all things, the lightweight K-Cup would be our most difficult challenge so far in this? Actually, I've just remembered the whole B license fiasco, so yeah, ignore what I just said. So, now we go into settings, something we haven't had to do so far in this series. Okay, so I'm going to set up 6. I don't know what these even do. Bastard license tests. Right, okay. Last chance saloon for Hornswoggle the cube. Oh, if we're playing the rules of that Pokemon thing that was discussed in chat yesterday, does that mean if it loses 3 times in a row, or 4... 3 or 5 times? If it loses 3 times in a row, you have to get rid of it. So no pressure or anything, but this could be the end of Hornswoggle the Cube's career. Did I just lower the dampening? No. I think I left it as what it was. Oh, I've just bodied a cappuccino. Nick, are you just trying to get the auto mod to set off again? We're in the lead early doors. We're doing okay so far. Whoops. Until we hit the wall there. Have you seen what car I'm driving already, Super Mike? We're already getting some awkward suspension physics. I'm still in the lead. We're doing alright. Just genuinely like requiring like max concentration. We are in the lead, coming off the coming to the end of the first lap. And let's make like a Daytona. Block people trying to slipstream past. The Sayub. No, oh, the Cube. I see what you mean now. Well, we avoided yeetage at the hairpin. Tension's real here. Tension's real here. Hornswoggle the Cube is fighting for his spot in our garage. We need a unicorn. Why is that? Just because the unicorn makes everything better. You need Kristaps Porzingis. I think there's a lot of NBA teams that could use him right now. This is more intense than plate racing. The sweat is real. Come on. Come on, Hornswoggle. 2 more corners. 2 more corners to save your career. Oh, by the way, the counter is reset to 0 again. It's if it loses 3 times in the same attempt in the same race that we... it's lost from the garage altogether. But I don't think that's going to be an issue this time. We're finally going to do it. There we go. Hornswoggle finally gets a second win on board. Hornswoggle the cube. Can we get some, I don't know, some Y's in chat? Some cube. Can we get some cubes in chat? Wow. We just got bodied on the slowdown lap by everyone else. Called the small one. Q. Well, that's a bit better. Finally getting some return on investment. And we've got another prize car. So there is that. Oh, excuse me. Nissan Cube. Very good. Not the car, I mean. I don't know how good that thing is or not. Actually, I should be wearing my Raptors cap after last night. Last night, the fucking greatest comeback I think I've ever seen in basketball history. End of the third quarter. Well, the Raptors are down by 30. What's a big lead in basketball? 10, 15, 20. They're down by 30. Yes. With 1 quarter to go. Yes. So they've lost then. Yes. Fourth quarter. Kyle Lowry. No, we haven't lost. And they end up winning by 3. Right. Final round at Tahiti Road. I saw the picture of that in the Discord, actually. Right. Final round of the Compact K Meme Cup. Hornswoggle looking for a third win here. Were you not here for the Lancia White? The ultimate Y's in chat. Oh my god, is that a sad boy? Guys, I think there's a sad boy in this race. The red car on the left side of row 2. I think that's the sad boy. The Suzuki sad boy. Hey, Phoenix is here. Hello. Evening. Merry Xmas Eve. Yes. The Christmas Eve where I dared to go up the shops today. And that was a horrendous mistake. Number 1, my local shops are pretty busy anyway. Number 2, it's Christmas Eve. Number 3, the market is normally on a Wednesday. They decided to run it today instead. I nearly started punching fools. There would have been an item in like the New Shopper, the Kent Messenger, been like bodies seen flying into the air on Swanley High Street. Meanwhile, speaking of bodying, it's not a bad start. It's a good start. I love that. You did yourself today. I'm curious to know why this was a I just don't know where this is going, quite frankly. Oh my god, just get bodied. Hornswoggle the Cube has developed a sort of ruthless edge now. Oh, you went into town, right? Okay. I was going to say, for the wholesome one, that's just not... You know, that's maybe not the most wholesome thing to put in chat. Oh, I should show off the Lancia Y. The Lancia Y's in chat. The Lancia Y am I here? The Lancia Y am I so slow? The Lancia why am I even a Lancia? We are leading after the first lap. I don't know how much in-game tuning these AI cars have had, but they seem to be fast top end. Well, you know, fast for a K car, which is about the speed of a comatose moth. That's sort of seen a light in the distance and wants to fly headlong into it, but is also half asleep. That's the sort of top speed we're talking about. Have all these questions and more answered by the... That's stupid. Have they just given up? There's no one back there. They all just disappeared. It's like, nah, we've thrown the towel. We can't take this. Hornswoggle's just got too much. The first time ever anyone's ever submitted or given up or been like, nope, Hornswoggle is too good for me. Ow. You probably know a car's slow when you can count each individual number going up on the speedometer. And as soon as you go uphill, it just stops going up altogether. Don't take that sentence out of context. You may take this... Well, listen to this one in context, though. Hornswoggle is going to complete the sweep. Yeet! No. Oh, there we go. Ahead of the Suzuki Capsino. Wow. So I just love the fact that the third car was the Daihatsu Cure Aero Pack. All that downforce. What have you missed? Hornswoggle the Cube not being terrible anymore? Mostly because we actually put your tweaks on the gearbox on. So there we go. Got 14k back in the end, having spent 30k on making our car not shite. That text alignment, though. Yeah, it was like Cure Aero Pack. It's like they did that thing where you like start writing out massive letters on a bit of paper and then run out of space. So it's just like, Dave is a massive choice. Alright, let's go back to our garage and have a look. Just, you know, see what's what in general. What's what. Well, there's not really much else we can do. Oh, we can do the first round of Gran Turismo League, though. That should be our focus probably for the second hour of the stream, because we can do FF Challenge. Well, 2 bits of that. Yes, Gran Turismo League. Yes, they're all domestic B and A. And then those are international B. Right, okay. So, we will focus on winning those next up. For now, let's retire to the garage and see how things are going back there, back at the ranch. So we've got a Mugen Beat, a Mazda Demio A-Spec. Oh, look at the, look at there. It's got a little wang and everything. That is like the sort of, I don't know, the mom that's just broken out the fitness gear and the headband and actually got some boxing gloves and stuff as well. I mean, shout out to the mom out there. Shout out to the tough moms. Chav mom. There's a Mugen CR-X, which is also not too bad either. It's front-wheel drive as well. We could use that for the front-wheel drive races. But for now, it's time to break out some of the old favourites. Old favourites. In the form of the OGs. Those being Tony the Cereal Box and Amazing Eva. So, well, there's some serious power in some of these races. 295... Italian, 295. US, 295. 394. Might be a tiny bit outgunned in some of these races. Maybe a little bit. 443, Jesus Christ. Right, okay. We might be able to do the 295 horsepower ones. I'm feeling a little bit confident about those. Only a little bit. Also, Phoenix, now you're in chat, remind me of that Pokemon rule thing that you said yesterday about how if a Pokemon faints, you have to remove it altogether. Because we're kind of running a variant of that. If one car ends up losing the same race 3 times in a row, it's yeah. Are the national championships like drag racing championship nationals, but not? Well, they're not drag racing, so there you go. And with that, let's start. Oh, the Nuzlocke challenge. That's the one. The Nuzlocke Turismo challenge. That's what we're doing. The Germans bringing the power. Okay, so we're heading back to midfield. Oh my god, that nearly made a terrible mistake. I nearly made a terrible mistake there, guys. I was just about to start the race with Hornswoggle. That would not have been fun for literally anyone involved. So let's go back over here. This is what I want. Going over to the kitchen cupboard. Got out some breakfast cereal. There we go. There's our box of cereal. Some roidy cereal now. Yeah, fair enough. Right. Well, let's do that again, shall we? This time in the correct car. Right, so. Now we've got the correct car. We've got the correct item. We were about to enter in a cube. But now we are entering in a cereal box. They're very different things. I mean, firstly, one of them's more rectangular rather than square. This is more of a cuboid. Hornswoggle's a cube, this is a cuboid. And it was also one packed full of nutritious vitamins and the best way to start your day. And meantime, it started this race pretty well. We're up on a FDRX7, Tommy Kyra ZZS Coupe, Honda Civic Type R, and we just panged into it. Is that a Sylvia? I don't really care right now because I'm doing some rallying. Doing a bit of rallying there. I just can't get over how bland this car is. Just think about it. Someone designed this. Someone designed this. It's like, you know what? I'm proud of my work. It's like someone came in the office and went, so, Simmons, have you finished that new family sedan, that kind of mid-sized sedan we're working on? Yes, sir, here it is. How much work did you put into this? 5 minutes. And are you proud of this? No, I'm trying to get fired. Well, you have just been. Get your stuff and leave, Simmons. Yay. Meantime, it's like, the execs are like, have we got the designs for that? We need to put it into production now. Well, the only thing we got is some intern designed in 5 minutes in protest because they're trying to get themselves fired. Never mind, we'll run with that. Oh my god, it's just, in amongst all of this, it's just gone straight past the 3000 GT. Oh, and it's up behind the Tommy Kyra ZZS Coupe. Here's a yardstick, a pencil, and a brick. Get to work. This thing has been designed by one of those, what do they call it? Just like a right angle. The thing where you draw right angles. Then he joins Ferrari. Alright, so do you want the good news or the bad news? Good news is, we're in second place. Bad news is, the leader's pulling away. The protractor, that's the one. Oh no. Whoops. This car has stock brakes as well, I think. I've just remembered. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like we might need a little bit more power from the cereal. We might need some more protein from our cereal. Oh, up the inside, though. We can still send, though. Oh, go on. Get it. Get it. Yes! We're in the lead. I don't really know how that's happened. How long we're going to stay there for, but... Go on, Tony. Mike sleeve. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. So... It's the hairpin. And out the other side, that's the Civic in second place. And do you know what? Fuck me, I think we're going to win this. I think we're going to do it. How? I haven't the faintest idea. But Tony the Cereal Box improves to 12-1. It's a very impressive MMA record that we're developing. So what did it get to? 16-2. No, 16-3 and then 18. So we're now at 19-3 for our career mode so far. Get some bananas in that cereal. Upgrade to porridge. Yes. It's going to become a box of porridge oats. Only downside for these series is that we don't have prize cars. But that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Chatto, share your breakfasts. Mine was a bowl of Wheatos. And some tea. Standard, really. Mike's was some pizza and Cheetos. I'm more of a porridge girl. I don't know why, but that almost sounded like a chat-up line. It's like, no, interesting. I'm more of a porridge kind of girl. Yeah. Where am I even going? Mine with some Pringles and a can of Monster. Nick wins for the wholesome, healthy option. Right, okay. So we just about won the midfield race with 295 horsepower limit. We're now going to enter the one with 345 horsepower limit. So, you know I'm feeling confident. Wait, did I say I'm feeling confident? I meant the opposite of that. I really did. Hang on a minute. And then... Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... Oh, my God. That's a Tommy Kyra R. That's a Tommy Kyra R in front of us. I'm pretty sure it is, as opposed to just a regular R34 Skyline. So, yeah, that's a Supra next to us. That is either an R34 or a Tommy Kyra R next to us. That's a Nissan 300ZX in front. That's just fucked off to Narnia is a Subaru Legacy, I think. And is that an Impreza out in front? Ow! Did you stop that? Oh, I thought your car was understeering like a shed. Shed's known for their understeering, of course. Right, the leader is an Impreza. It's a horrible sort of piss yellow Impreza as well. And it's just not good. Oh my God, what are those yellow rims as well? I need to get past it just to sort of stop puking. Oh, go on though. Go on. We're up alongside the sort of baby puke coloured Subaru. Oh, and we're in the lead. We are in the lead. Look at this. In the mother flipping lead. I don't know how long we're going to keep it down the front straight. But let's enjoy it while it lasts. Because it might not last very long. Going full Leafy. Who's Leafy? Is that a good thing? I don't know. Oh, hi. Hi, baby puke coloured Subaru. Oh, look at him there chopping across my bows. Like, oh, yeah, fam. I'll get you. And I'm just going to yeet back up the... Oh, I've just failed at that so badly. No, no. That's a Supra behind us. There's a Legacy coming up on the inside. Come on, get it. We still might be able to do this, you know. Whoa. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, go on. Oh, go on. Yes. On the outside of the baby puke Impreza. Team Baby Puke Racing. Hard on the brakes. There we go. We've got the hairpin done. Lads, are we about to... Oh God, are we about to actually beat this field of Japanese performance icons? These JDM icons. In a fucking cereal box. Oh my God, no. Well, oh no, 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 no. We're throwing blocks. We're throwing blocks all over the place. Do you know what? It's gonna be enough. Fair play. The cereal box continues. They're Black and Miles here. Hello. The cereal box, though, continues to impress. Another 7k for the pot. There we go. Oh, it was just a regular red R34. Okay, gotcha. There you go. I'll stop fiddling with things. Ooh, it's nearly 8 o'clock. Which means, given it's Christmas, I might break out some alcohol. Not in a sort of drunk cast kind of way, because we're not doing that again. Right, so we've completed the Japanese Championship, somehow. Now, let's go over to the French Championship. Wham! What, you've just heard it? You just lost Whamageddon. Can we get Fs in chat for British Pokemon 27 losing Whamageddon? What side have I got? Oh, just a bottle of Magners. Usual thing. Usual things. White side. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so what have we got here? Is that a Venturi Atlantic? I think it is. Alongside a Peugeot. No, a Citroen Xantia, is that? Zara. or a Xerxes, or a Xenon, or a Zyklon. No. I love how Nick going full Whamageddon by not even quoting the Wham song that is the main thing of Whamageddon. It's just quoting another Wham song. Have you ever had Copperberg? Oh yeah, fucking love Copperberg Strawberry and Lime. That was my jam, especially in university. It's good stuff. Right, so we've got a Venturi Atlantic and a Renault Clio V6. They seem to be our main rivals in this one. So having beaten some of the finest JDM performance machinery that Japan, that Japan has to offer, we've now understeered into a wall. But surely we must be able to beat the greatest that the French have to offer. Not to say the French cars are worse than Japanese cars, I'm just saying that they are. Whoa, okay, oops. Meanwhile, our cereal box continues trying to yeet itself headfirst into the sea. But it's in the lead. That's really all that matters. Oh no. Have I just forgotten how to drive this track or what? Maybe I just keep forgetting that this car has been turbocharged, but we've done nothing to the chassis except put some tyres on it. Makes it sound like I didn't even put any decent tyres on. They were sports tyres, they weren't just some tyres that I found around the back of Reg's garage that had come off his Ford Transit after doing 200,000 miles. Drinking, what is that? Driving, what is that? Understeered. Instead of Eurobeat, it's Orubi. Orubi. That's Euro reversed, isn't it? In fact, the opposite of Eurobeat for understeer would just be like Coldplay or some sort of maudlin kind of shoegaze. No, Venturi. No, you're just not gonna. No, you don't send there. Return to sender, thank you. Oh, no, don't understeer into the pits. Jesus Christ, that was nearly a thing that happened. You fucked off straight into the pit lane. But, yeah, there we go. So is that now an overall record of 21-1 for the cereal box? He's our most successful car. Well, 21-1, 21-3 is our overall record. Is that now 13-1 for the cereal box? Coldplay or odd? Coldplay are okay then. Well, I guess it depends if you like understeer or not. And there we go. We've earned all that money back that we invested on Hornswoggle the Cube. Clearly was a wise investment. We spent that money well. And since it's 8 o'clock, let's break open the cider. Yeah. Other popular cider brands are available. Time to do a bit of ASMR on stream. I don't know how much of this is picking up. Oh, I haven't had cider in months. Partially because I always associate it with it's more of a summer drink. But also B, my entire house has been cutting back on just having like casual drinks. So the only time I've had drinks mainly has been when I'm out at a pub. But we do have this crate left over from summer of Magners. So, okay, I decided to deploy one tonight because Christmas. Their brewery's in Langford, Somerset, just down the road from me. Don't you live in Bristol? Unless that is just down the road. Miko sort of eyeing the pint of cider like, what is this sort of weird substance? It's not water. Okay, right, the Italian field have sent some big guns here. Well, a pair of Lancia Delta Integrales and a Fiat Coupe. And what's that in front of us? Is that an Alfa Romeo? What is that in front of us? Assuming some sort of Alfa Romeo. Because you know, Italy. I think that's another Alfa Romeo out in front. Is that, it's a 155, I think. A Seat Toledo. Oh, we just bodied the Alfa and Punterino the other, so... Hey guys, welcome to Italy. Oh, it's a 156 V6, there we go. Ow, oh my god. Oh my god, we just bodied that Alfa Romeo into the Colosseum, I think. Actually, I think the car behind us might be a 155, and the kind of teal-coloured one that we just bodied... Oh, there's the Colosseum. That we just bodied straight into, I don't know, the Alps. I think that was a 156. Or a 166, maybe? This sort of era of numbered Alfa Romeos I'm not quite as good at. As good with remembering. So I'm just going to drive into a wall in a straight line. Worldy strat there. Sure, we've all done it. We've all done it, though, haven't we? No, it was literally just you, AJ. The only person that can't say that to me is Nay, because we have video evidence from the Armbar Arcade 24 hours of him just driving into a wall on the Mulsanne Straight. As in the Behemoth that was a touring car legend. Yes, the 155 was a great car. Great touring car. Both in, like, super touring British touring car form and the god tier DTM V6 four-wheel drive monster. Just, Jesus Christ. Just, I feel like driving this car is like receiving that shot of adrenaline that Uma Thurman does in Pulp Fiction. That's basically that in a car. Ow. So, I'm getting distracted thinking about that. That car is in this game. I'd like to point that out. So, hopefully at some point we do encounter it. Because it is, you know, sexual. So, when was your sexual awakening as a child, AJ? Well, you know... I had several moments in my teens, but the first one really was when I was, you know, 9 years old, or, you know, 8 years old, when I first heard the Alfa Romeo 155 V6 DTM. It does sound like an F1 car, doesn't it? Kind of has a sort of screamy noise. Anyway, we are laying a beating down on this field here. We're sort of pimp slapping the field right now. That was descriptive. Look, that's just how I roll, right? I'm descriptive. I'm like F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby. You know, vivid descriptions. You know, that's kind of me. Anyway, 2 more corners to go. We'll have another win for the evening with the cereal box. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought we might have needed some upgrades for some of these races, but so far, yeah, kind of. Yeah. That's all I can really say about that. Another win. Oh, that is good cider. Right, so it was. Yes, there we go. So we had a 156 2.5 V6 and a 155 2.0 TS. There was a British touring car crossover with another series. Which series? Well, what do you mean? Like both grids running on the same track, or the same roster of drivers? I thought I'd gotten that Pulp Fiction scene out of my head. As someone who doesn't like needles that much, that was a tough scene for me the first time I watched that film. How shit do you think JGT Torture Racing will be next season now that Recce Spinhouse has signed for them? Now, fam, in before Chase Contenders. You heard it here first. You heard this wrong take here first. Oh, like they did with DTM and Super GT. You know, that's an interesting one, because I could easily say V8 supercars, but they're very different cars that they race with. So, I don't know. I can't imagine. It'd be like some of those times when you just get a shit basketball player. He gets traded around half the league, and then he finally settles on one team, and he's like, actually, I'm finally all right. And he just starts bawling out. It's like going absolutely nuts. Okay, so we head over to America, Laguna Seca. Got 2 extra races to do here, 295 horsepower, so we should be confident to do that. But then there is a higher horsepower one after that, so that might be a bit of a challenge. First off, we need to quickly retag the stream as a Gran Turismo Sport stream to get some sort of clickbait title in about testing out the brand new Laguna Seca in Gran Turismo Sport. So, what have we got in this ring? Oh, we've got a Mustang, a late model Mustang, a Dodge Stratus in front of us, a Ford Mondeo, because, you know, when everyone thinks of American performance, they think of a Ford Mondeo, a Plymouth PT Spider, and a Ford Taurus that's not in the NASCAR road race modification. Which did look cool in this game, but unfortunately the race modification didn't change the drivetrain or anything like that. So you'd have scenarios like the Ford Taurus, where you'd end up putting the race modification on it. It would look like a Ford Taurus NASCAR, except it was still front-wheel drive and powered by V6. And we're now in the lead. Whoops. And we've missed a shift, so there we go. Oh, PT Spider's trying to block past us, hang on around the outside. Use all the track and then some that hasn't been built yet. That is the US spec Mondeo. What is it? 2.5 litre V6. Ow. PT Spider's getting aggro. Oh, the Ford Contour. That's what a cool name. Okay. Oh my god, this little PT Spider. Oh! We're in an attempt at the pass through the corkscrew there. Still Plymouth is hanging on for dear life, and then it isn't. Because I've just stamped on its fingers. It's like that bit in The Lion King. Oh my god. That was one of those weird, like, everyone went to yeet on each other, so everyone just kind of went nose to tail up the inside. A kind of human centipeded around that corner. Should that be car centipeded? I don't know. Don't think about that too much. Oh my god, we've been sent. We've been absolutely yeeted. And then the rare counter yeet straight back up the inside. It's been a fun battle, though, with the Plymouth, the PT Spider over there. Still there lurking. NASCAR at Laguna Seca when? I'd be alright with that, to be honest. I would be alright. A big one at the corkscrew could get very messy, though. It'd be like some sort of fucking NR 2003 mod gone wrong. Where all the AI cars just straight line them. Hit the tyre barriers and go pinging off into space. Here comes the PT Spider, setting up a pass. Setting up a pass. He's up the inside. So I'm just going to straight line down the corkscrew. Oh, he's badly lost out. Oh my word. Thought the Mondeo was about to get turned straight into the wall there. Would IndyCar like that? What, you want to see NASCAR at Laguna Seca? Because IndyCar are back at Laguna Seca now. Anyway, one final turn. And we should get yet another win for the cereal box. Somehow, after all that, I think the PT Spider is going to finish, like, last. That only seems fair. Well, there's already Euro NASCAR at Short Track Brands Hatch, and that's a lot of fun. Oh my god, the PT Spider finished 5th in the end. That really doesn't do justice to the battle that we did. That we did have, I should say. Alright, so that one was dispatched pretty well. Can we tackle the higher horsepower one? It's quite a twisty track. It's not really, apart from the front straight, there's not really that many kind of top speedy segments. So, feeling reasonably confident even in the higher horsepower race here. So, let's see how this goes. The cereal box is doing us very well so far, I've got to say. It has not put a foot wrong so far in its career. Okay, oh, it's 394 horsepower. Jeez. I feel like I was just walking through like scrutineering. It's like, yeah, would you like to sign up to be in this race? Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just finishing my cider. Your what, sir? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, lads. Okay, this might be brutal. So we got a Grand Sport Corvette, a late model Camaro, a Shelby Series 1, and a Mustang SVT Cobra. Is that near the front? I don't know what the yellow car is. Oh, that's a modern Mustang SVT. I think, is that 2 Mustangs? I think that's the red and yellow cars. I think are Mustangs. Right. So, oh my God, we're just making passes. We've passed 2 Chevrolet products. Just ignore the flag behind me. I almost feel like Jan Magnussen is staring over my shoulder, judging me right now. It's now Ford 123. If you count Shelby, it's basically Ford. so it's not quite 123 then. 1996 Mustang GT then. He is great. It was lovely when I got to meet him at Petit Le Mans on the grid. So happy I did that, because that turned out to be the last race for Corvette Racing. So, became even more impactful. Oh my God, we're being swarmed by Mustangs. Oh no. Oh no, I'm in a Mustang sandwich. I've been absolutely penetrated. I'm absolutely... literally just pinballing between Mustangs. Hey honey, how was your day? Well, I basically played car pinball with some Mustangs. Except I was the ball. Oh. Were you punched in the balls? I mean, I may as well have been. Right, we are at a second, though. But that Shelby... Ow! That's not helped. Hitting the wall in a straight line, as we established earlier, not a good strat. And that Shelby is getting away. And we're now being passed by Camaro. Which is... We're now just going to repass. There we go. Oh, the Shelby's run wide. We still have a chance to get the... I've just heard the terrible AI car V8 noises. They just sound exactly the same. We're not out of this, though. Only 1.003 seconds. Okay, no, that hasn't worked very well. Gee, it's almost like we've upgraded the horsepower on this car, and now the handling's not very good. Especially the braking. The braking is kind of trash. Right, let's be defensive. Going up here, we've got a Mustang to the left. Camaro to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with cereal. Oh, God. Oh, the Shelby's all over the place. And we just basically ignored that the corkscrew was even a turn. We basically straight lined it. Oh my God, lads. Lads, all of a sudden, it's on. It's on. Here we go. We're just going to have to yoke. We're going to have to yoke. Oh, we've yeeted. Yes. So... That was totally legit. We don't need to review the tapes of that one. We don't need to look back at that. We just need to move on with our lives. So that's another win for the bread, the cereal box. Oh man, good work though. And it's definitely worth a clip. Yes. How many clips are we up to now on the new channel, Jason? Sorry, I just heard someone in the next room say on the phone, "Oh, it's very silky, Bob." I'm going to assume that sounded better in context. And by assume, I mean hope. Right, so we still haven't needed a single upgrade to the cereal box to continue our quest through the first round of the GT League. So what have we got now? We have the British National Championships. Oh, these are some... Yes, okay. 345 horsepower, 394. Okay, these are going to be tough. Trial Mountain has a lot... These are a lot more kind of wide open. So, this is going to be a test for the cereal box. A test of truly how much protein we can supply. Oh, that's good to hear, Mike. Hope you're doing a bit better in general. Okay, so what we got? We've got TVR, Lotus Elise, and our cereal box. We've got a pair of Lotus Elises, Elise. We've got some sort of, I was going to say an Audi. No, that'll be a Vauxhall. I think that's a Vauxhall Vectra V6. We've got a Jag, an XJ, I think. Oh, that sucks, Mike. Sorry to hear about that, man. There's the Jag, opening up a lane for us by just bodying the Vauxhall out of the way. It just looked over at the Vauxhall and was like, oh, it's a Plebmobile. Oh my god, the TVR's descended. Ascended? It was me trying to combine send and ascended. Vauxhall terrible. You've got a lot of sort of aggressive hot takes about manufacturers tonight, haven't you, Nick? Right, well, it's the two Lotus Eye out in front. The Elise Eye. Which does mean, you know, because they're handling cars, we might not get out-dragged in a straight line too badly. Or maybe we will. Maybe we will. Okay. Righto. I guess having the aerodynamics of a cereal box maybe kind of is a drawback. So that TVR is still lurking. The TVR's feeling... Oh, he's sending again! It's flipping TVR, man. Right, we just Punterino'd him. In a move that I think was... Nick just out here dropping massive generalisations about entire customer bases of manufactured cars. Oh my god. Well, man, if this had a photo mode like later Gran Turismo games, I would so get that moment on the replay and just get the shot of like the TVR and the Lotus battling and then me in the background flying sideways across the screen. Whoa, hello. Now we're rallying. Doing a heckin' rally. Ow. This is the British Championship, right? Oh my god, we're just... This is supposed to be the British Championship, right? That whole thing about the British stereotype being about like polite and manners and yes, after you. That's just not boring out, is it? This is obviously the Tory race. And again though, the top three still right there. It's one of my favourite fantasy tracks in the whole series. It is an incredible track. Has to be said. It is great. Midfield's awesome. Grand Valley is the iconic one. My favourite, as I've said before, is Red Rock Valley. That and the Seattle Street Circuit, but I kind of count them in a separate category because they are set in a real location. You can walk the actual streets of the Seattle Street Circuit, which I think is really cool. Meanwhile, we're going to be able to pull something out of our arse to beat the Lotus. The Orang Lotus. Nick now self-burning himself on this. Right. Okay, I think there's only one thing for it, really. There's really only one thing for it. Oh my god, it might work. Oh my god, it nearly worked. Oh. That was pretty close in the end. But we finally come up short. Only about 10th in the end over a Lotus Elise 190. Which, as the name suggests, has 190 horsepower. There are absolute rocket ships in this game. Like, they're one of those cars that if you encounter one of those at the Trial Mountain Enduro, you're literally battling just that. Because the rest of the field won't have shit. Sounds like every Fiesta fanboy ever. You do know what this means now. You do know what this means. We have lost a race. upgrade time, and we have 50,000 credits to do some work on this car. But we can only go up to, I believe, 200... Hang on, let me check the German round. Is there a 295 horsepower round there? He literally is every stereotype. Right, 295. And then 443. I think, I think we need to work on a more well-rounded cereal box now. We've concentrated a lot on protein and carbohydrates with the power. And now it's time to work on sort of adding some more vitamins into the recipe. Did we even put an exhaust on it? I don't think we did. Saying all of that, and I go straight to the power section. So at least get it up to 295. If we can. Oh, brakes. We kind of need those. Because some attempts at dive bombs were not going well. I think there's a... Is there a race mod for this car? Oh, we could do some weight reduction at some point, but... Does it have race mods? Oh my god, it does! That's pretty nice. That's pretty sick, Yeah, we could work towards that. The ultimate mega evolved cereal box. Alright, let's see about some more. We put an ECU on it already, haven't we? Yes, we have. Alright, up to 270 horsepower. Mega Mazda. I hope you meant to say Mega Mazda there. Alright, up to 274 horsepower. I think we're now okay for horsepower. I'm just going to speculate on that. Suspension. Can we buy some fully customized suspension while we're here? Yes. Yes, we can. That should really help the handling. Ask him to prove it. What's the... No, we can't afford a fully customizable LSD. Can get a flywheel and a prop shaft. Like I say, nice little budget kind of performance options. I think they just help with acceleration, those bits. Just a little bit of acceleration improvement. Alright, there we go. That's all our money. And we're now down to £82. But, hopefully we've managed to upgrade the Mazda. The Tony the cereal box. We've been able to improve the recipe even further. Add some more carbs. What monstrosity do you intend to transform this Mazda into? Hello, Champion Charlie. What monstrosity? I don't know. I mean, the race mod looks quite good for it. I'm not going to lie. But for now, before we do any of that, we must get past this race at Trial Mountain. Which we lost quite closely last time out. Worth noting. Ooh. Ooh, the race exhaust. Listen to that. Oh, hello. Oh, that's some acceleration off the line that we just get blocked by another TVR. Flipping Tory vaginal reaction. Vaginal rash. I don't know. Right, so we have got out in front. We have. Is that a Motorsport Elise? Is that a Lotus Motorsport Elise? The fuck has deployed a Motorsport Elise? They have. Oh, you cheap motherfuckers. Right, up the inside. There we go. And it's just not going to stop us. For context, the Motorsport Elise, by the way, has 200 horsepower and is basically a race car that's just about road legal. And the Elise 190 in the AI's hands in this game is terrifyingly fast. So how fast do you think that thing is? We're in front at the moment, though. With our extra carbs. We've been carb loading with our cereal. Some extra protein has been added to build muscle mass in our cereal. Tony is the perfect source of being able to build muscle mass over your and do some drifting, apparently. Oh my god, the Lotus Armada is coming for us again. Ow! Maybe just stop just lazily punterinoing. And it's not even worked, so just get wrecked, mate. Get wrecked, M9. Tell you what, though. Tony the cereal box has definitely evolved. You should jump back onto GT6. Why? Whee! Oh my god! We're now flying. The Norfolk Armada. GT5 is better than GT6. Change my mind. I'm not going to change your mind. I agree. Whoa, hello. Man, this car is properly evolving into a right little rocket ship. Car that I don't think I've ever driven before in all my plays of Gran Turismo 2. It's suddenly doing some serious bits. And it's evolving into a probably really good all-round car. Sorry, bowl of cereal. Okay, so there we go. Take a sip of cider down the back straight. James Hunt could never. Yes, I am saying I'm more rock and roll than James Hunt. Come at me. Yeah, Gran Turismo 6, I think they just ruined the career mode progression. It just became a sort of boring grind with no real sort of... Yeah, it just fucked up way too much of that game. I think I've certainly grown a bit tired of Gran Turismo Sport, which is why I'm kind of glad I'm taking some time off from it over Christmas, and then hopefully in the new year I'm not going to be playing it every single week. But it is still a really good game in many ways. You know, it's whoa, hello. You can drive on the moon, yeah, real driving simulator. That's where they're starting introducing all that Vision Gran Turismo nonsense. I'm like, yeah, the real wow. Of the 3 Lotusi in this race, the Motorsport Elite was last of them. Well, there is also another version of this race, isn't there? With even more power. That was quite cool. I will give them that. That was quite nice. Doing the Goodwood Hill climb. Oh. Mm. Oh, that's nice. They weren't going to do paid delete. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the Lewis Hamilton thing is completely optional. It's just there. The Senna pack in Gran Turismo 6 was pretty good. I'll give them that. Delic. Right. So, the cereal box has conquered the mid-tier British race. Now, 394 horsepower. How confident are we feeling? Oh, I can change some suspension. Is Jason still in chat? Can you find me a setup for the for this car? Can you imagine that? We suddenly find like a god tier setup for this car. Oh my god, look at this field. We've got Lotus Esprit, Aston Martin DB6, I think it is in this game. A Jaguar XK. Another sort of TVR up ahead. Jason! Of course, once again, no respect to the legends of British racing. Fuck that. I think that's a... Is that a Griffith out in front? It might be a Griffith. Griffith. Fifth. Oh, oops. The Touring GP. Oh, there's no setups whatsoever. Oops. Oh my god. Okay, stay calm. If only we didn't have to go for that flipping 295 horsepower race in Germany. We could just whacked on like uber turbo. Might still do that, and then just be able to take turbo off again for the German race. We have just descended to the lead though. Come on the cereal box. Oh my god, and the Griffiths just slammed the wall himself. Oh my god. We nearly drifted. the entire way around the outside of the TVR Griffith there. That would have been the most gangster. We're now trying to drift you up the inside. This car now wants to be drifted. Are we trying to resurrect Team Pleb all of a sudden? Not that I'm against that, but you know, priorities here. Like, for example, oh my god. Oh. Lads, we are leading. We are absolutely leading. That's the thing we're doing right now. Oh my god. Help me. Oh my god. Oh, they're all queuing up behind me. Oh, help. Then we'll just yeet at each other. Fuck TVR. This is when he went bust. And then got bought out by a Russian 12-year-old. I do remember watching one of the old Top Gear news segments where they talked about the buyout. And Clarkson was like, one good thing, if they're Russian TVRs, think of the names. TVR Spetsnaz. TVR Kalashnikov. TVR Kremlin. Unfortunately, none of those things materialised. TVR Spetsnaz would have been pretty cool. TVR Molotov, that's the one. Hello, 2006. Guys, we've got, what, 3 corners to go? Third to last corner. And we got the S's. Might be able to send this one home. With no supper. Send it straight to bed. With no dinner. That's how much we pimp slap this race. Yeah! Nice. I genuinely did the Megan Rapinoe there. I was like, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? This little Mazda cereal box has come in and destroyed all these expensive, rich boy British sports cars. Alright, so now we've only got, I think, 2 more races left. And they are in the German league. One of them is 295 horsepower race, which in theory we should be pretty confident about. And then the final one's 443 horsepower. I'm just going to put this out there. We're only on stage 2 turbo right now. I think we can get stage 3 or even 4. MG's back and doing solid. Right. Okay, we go. This is the mid-tier German. They have. I remember when they came back to touring cars. I mean, they're just sort of kind of boring Chinese saloons, but still something, I guess. Anyway, we're at Deep Forest. We're deep in the forest here. And we're up against something I've already out-accelerated off the line. Volkswagen, Opel, I assume, an Audi, Mercedes, and is this another Mercedes? I think it is. A C-Class. Or an SLK, maybe? Compressor. I remember a lot of the Mercedes models in the game were, the model name had compressor in them in some way. I don't know what a compressor was, but see, it did something good. You assume so, otherwise why the fuck would you put it on a car? Someone at the Mercedes factory just like, you know what? We've got this thing called a compressor. I think we should put it all on all our new cars. What does it do? It makes them shit. But it's got a cool name. Sold. Simmons, you're hired. Yeah, that is the same guy that designed this. Is now over sabotaging Mercedes. Simmons gets up quite a lot of international, what is it? Industrial espionage. Is that what it is? Corporate espionage. Oops. Never do that corner in any game ever. Oh, compressor is supercharger in German. Gotcha. Okay. So it is something good. Whoops. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, the entire chat all said it unanimously. Now we're getting hosed down the front straight by the... Compressor was a good musician in the early days of the internet. Really? Did they, like, sample Mercedes compressor superchargers for their instrumentals? Oh, bollocks. Oh, this is not going well. This is one of those races where I've just decided, my talent's decided to... Any sort of driving talent I had, which was minimal at best, has decided to sit this one out. Absolutely not. Oh, I've heard of Compressor Head. I have heard of them. The robot rock band. And not robot rock as in the Daft Punk song, as in they're literally some robots that play rock music. They do a sick cover of TNT by ACD. Well, instrumental cover anyway. They can't really sing. Because I'm TNT. I'm Dynamite. They also do a version of the Ace of Spades, I think. Can you imagine that? If you like to gamble, I tell you I'm your man. Your robot. You win some, lose some. It's all the same to me. I don't know why they've now become Daleks. The only card I need is the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades. Anyway, enough of that. We've won, so that happened. Well, we beat a Golf GTI, Audi S3, Mercedes SLK 230 compressor, a Mercedes CLK 320 Sport non-compressor, and a Vauxhall Vectra GSI 2.5 thingamybobs. I really want to visit Bikaniki. Is that Bikaniki? Racetrack in Latvia. Really? Tell me more about this. You know me, I like a good sort of abandoned old thing. If it's not a station, then racetrack, abandoned racetracks. I have kind of wanted to do a sort of travel vlog series related to another station on the world, but for racetracks, and it was just, I've already got a name for it. It's one of those things where you just come up with a billion ideas that you know you're not going to actually do, but you still spend time actually planning them as if you're going to do them, and then you just don't. Story of my life, basically. I did figure this out, and I'm like, what if we called it On Sundays We Went Racing? Now that sounds like some sort of mid-2000s indie band. Sort of American indie band. So AJ, I swear I can hear your mum. You might be able to. There is a slight possibility. Especially they've now started hoovering. Anyway, we're now in the top level German race, the very final one of the... Oh my word. Okay, so on first glance, we've got another Mercedes compressor. We've got a not Porsche, because it's an RUF. We've got a few other cars that I can't even see, because they're that far ahead. So they're just sort of blobs on the screen right now. If we yeet it into turn one, we'll be able to see. It looks like an Audi TT. Oh! And an Audi S4, maybe? Yes, I think that's an S4. Ow! Driving like a typical Audi driver as well. And now yeah, of course I'm being yeeted everywhere by German cars. Oh my word, they're yeeting each other now. And I'm able to take advantage. Sort of. It's the Eastern European Nürburgring. Really? Okay. Never heard of this track, you know. Okay, I know we want to resurrect Team Pleb at some point, but now is probably not the time. I dislike this. That's the point. We definitely need to reinstate the drift wagon at some point. Definitely need to bring back the drift wagon. That's something we need to do. Are you effing serious? Okay, so we are still in second for now. Till the Are You Effing Serious comes up the inside. Oh no. Why is this car drifting so much for a four-wheel drive? I'm very confused. That Mercedes is wobbling around in the background. Now remember, this was infamously the place where I pulled off a sort of last corner dive bomb around the outside at that turn. And I've just sort of done something similar. Why is this game cheap AF, Nick? I don't really, like, it can be cheap in some ways, but I don't really understand why. Are we just talking about how shit the AI are in some cases? It is just a box pushing way more. Yeah, we have sort of shoved the cereal box full of far too many proteins and carbs that it was ever designed to carry. What? Hang on, are you talking about Gran Turismo Sport again, Nick? We're not even playing Gran Turismo Sport. Do you want to calm down? Oh no, everyone's small. No, everyone's swarming. Oh no. Oh, we're being sandwiched. We're being sandwiched. We're being very sandwiched. Oh, we're in the middle of a sandwich. Oh my word, how have we done that? That was disgraceful. Oh God, guys, are we going to win? Are we going to win this race? In the cereal box? Are we going to win this race in the cereal box? I think we're going to. It's a Cheerios box full of TNT. Well, I'll tell you what. It's won. I'm definitely doing the Megan Rapinoe now. Are you not entertained? It was a Booteroo 2. Your suggestions for what BTR stands for in the comments in chat. Oh, it's 2 Audi Quattros. Well, Audi TT Quattros. So we've completed the first tier of the Gran Turismo League. Pretty much means now that there's not really anything else we can do. Of course, Nick went straight for all the swears. You might be cruising towards a timeout at this point. It's not even He's not even got the acronym right. Bumbling Toyota Racer. Jason, the referee, coming in. Alright, so I think what we'll do for the final 10 minutes of the stream is some license test stuff. Don't worry, we're not going for the golds. Or do we? Actually, I think we do. Fuck it, why not? I can get the license. I will just get the average. Okay, how's not being wholesome in this stream? Right, let's continue our quest for licenses. What I'll do is off stream, I'll just get the basic versions of each license. So we can run as many races, whatever race we want. But when we're on stream, we'll have sessions to try and attempt gold medals. Big Tim Roger. Oh my god. Right. Okay. License tests are a form of psychological torture. 90s difficulty levels, I guess. BTS, that's a Korean. I was going to say, isn't that a Korean pop group? So move over here. And then just turn hard left, I guess. Let off a little bit just before the apex. Like a tiny bit. Okay. Yeah, Colin McRae Rally actually was pretty easy. Oh my word. Just... Well, that went well. It's weird, I just can't get the turn in right. Yeah, I think Nick is aware of the R34 incident. That's a good run. That's a good run. It's a bit better. 24, what was that? 24.8. Still a new record. Shaved another 10th off the time. We're getting there. Slowly. That is worthy of a new record, just about. Fuck it. Automatic transmission. Seeing as that seems to be helpful. Okay, so. And then. A lot of understeer there. Lot of understeer. Shot out there. 24. That was 5/1000ths better. The improvement is continuing. Maybe slower now. A bit slower, I should say. Okay. We're slowly closing in. Ish. Oh, this is good. This feels good. This feels very nice. 23, 24. Ooh, 24/7. It's not far off at all. That felt very good, though. Like that. I like that. Okay. We are getting there. We're all evolving in our own way. That one felt a bit scrappier. Yep, it was a little bit worse. Still in that same ballpark, though. There's also more to do in this one. It's not just accelerate a bit, mash the brakes, mash controller into face, repeat over and over. There's a turn. We have 8 minutes to go until the end of the stream. Will AJ get even a single gold? Place your bets now. Another 24.8. We're nearby. We're close to that 24.7. Let's have another watch of the re-demonstration. I will yeet the controller after an hour of silver medals. Okay. So, I know it's tricky to really say. It's almost as if it's just after the racing line starts to curve away, you sort of turn a little bit late. Felt a bit scrappy. That felt a bit scrappy. I don't know why I'm saying everything twice. I don't know why I'm saying everything twice. I realised just in time that wasn't going to be a good run. Well, it wasn't going to be an improvement anyway. I think I've also got to be careful with not turning in too hard either. Yeah, that was the wild thing. I was just so, like, so used to failure at that point. I was like, well, yeah, I fucked it again. And then I'm like, oh no, wait, I actually did. What the fuck? That. Well, that was terrible. Why am I being wholesome? Has Kelly's influence finally rubbed off on you? It was a real nanny moment. I think I threw my hat across the room. That was one of those where it's like, yeah, we're turning in well, and the apex is there, we're going to kiss it in a minute, or we could just miss it. 24.8. dead. Which one's track 9 again? I can't remember. Is that the one where it's like Nick? I don't know. 5 minutes to go for the stream. This is when it starts getting frustrating, when you just plateau like so close to the actual gold medal time. That felt pretty good. Oh, 7:30. That was good. That was pretty close. Let's check once again. What are they? Where's the demo run? It's hard to tell where they turn in or how much they turn in as well. Interesting. Okay, so it kind of turns late and then in quite aggressively, so it hits the apex, then release the steering a little bit. Tricky, as you may have guessed. I am in automatic, by the way, Mike. This feels good. This feels pretty good. Come on. Oh, this does feel pretty decent. 22, 23, 24. What have we got? Oh, 24-7 again. You can't see my expression there, so it was this. If you're wondering why I just veered to the left at the start, I was just practicing turning inputs. Okay, that just went on the steering forever. Yeah, I had to try and come onto the final, the last straight as straight as possible and not need to tweak the steering as we go. Oh, go on. Oh, go on. It's pretty good. Come on. No, just clip the grass. Oh, 714. It's not far away. It's under a tenth. Because it's a 0.650 that we're going for. Oh, go on. Slowing fast out, maybe? Could this potentially work? Yeah, no, it's worse. It's kind of shit, really. Day 69. Just going to end up streaming all the way through Christmas Day. I'm just giving me a little hermit in my room. Slowing even slower out. This feels good. Yes! Yes! We got it done, lads. That couldn't have been even any better time, neither. Fuck yeah. Okay, so we now need to gold all of it. No, we don't. Right, first what we're doing is saving. Almost at 9 PM. We did get it done before 9 PM. So I'm taking that. Absolutely, I'm taking that. I'm taking that to the bank. So let's go save. That's going to wrap up tonight's stream very nicely, actually. We actually got a gold inside 5 hours of attempts at one license. Without any nearly broken controllers and massively lost sanity. Or the grave, yes. Mako, what have you thought of tonight's action? Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it's been very challenging. Yeah, I'd agree. Hornswoggle was shit. Yeah, it was terrible. The Zero Box, yeah, very good. I would agree with that. So, on that bombshell, I think we shall end tonight's second part of the Gran Turismo 2 Complete Series Streamage of Power. That's the official name for it now, if you didn't know. And when will we be back for part 3? The thing is, Thursday is Boxing Day, so ideally it would be Thursday, but it's also Boxing Day, so it might be the day after. It might be Friday the 27th. I'll let you know on the socials, I'll let you know in the Discord, and in the meantime, the VOD for yesterday's episode should be up, and then the VOD for this one will be up tomorrow night, Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day with a premiere on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it if you haven't already, it's up there. Will be the premiere of Another Station, Another Mile Season 2, which I better get editing and finishing off, so I'm going to go do that now. But thank you all so much for hanging out once again. Always a pleasure. I'll see you guys on Friday.